It's all about the string of hearts on What Is It Wednesday, and also Valentine's Day. Also commonly known as rosary vine, sweetheart vine, chain of hearts, and hearts on a string. It's native to southern Africa, Asia, and Australia, where it typically grows in rocky, arid environments. In its natural habitat, it often trails along the ground or climbs up rocks and trees. As with many of the string of things, the appearance is a long, trailing vine, in this case, heart-shaped leaves, mainly green with purple undersides, and the variegated type you see here is more pink, pretty pink stems, pink or darker pink, bright purple undersides. And they can be flowering. As you see here, some little tubular flowers. It's generally a slow grower, which makes a great houseplant, makes a great gift for your sweetheart on Valentine's Day. Your general care needs for this plant are going to be bright indirect light, and make sure you have a well-draining cactus or succulent soil mix. And they really don't need frequent waterings, especially during the winter or lower temperatures. You can generally display them in a trellis style like this or in a hanging basket. Many people prefer that, easier to propagate and take clippings. The temperature, it requires a 60 to 80 degrees. If it's above 80 degrees, you may need to mist it or do more frequent waterings to prevent it from drying out. Here I have the regular green variety that I keep on a windowsill on the weekends to give it some extra light. Watering, it definitely needs watering. As you can tell, the leaves will feel curled a little bit and they will be bendable. They won't be firm or plump, maybe curling, and I would check several different ones to make sure they truly are needing water. And not a new growth. New growth would be soft, so there's a curling leaf, definitely needs a good drink. Fertilization, I would only do during spring and summer, maybe once a month. Very diluted, you could use a succulent fertilizer or regular, very diluted. During the winter or anytime the growth is slowed, I would hold off. And the waterings would be very sparse, maybe once a month. I just potted these cuties up. From one pot I split up into smaller little 2-inch pots, and there's already a bunch of new growth. I can now sell these or give them away as gifts for Valentine's Day. They are great to propagate and just make them in these little containers. You could even use household plastic leftover until they start growing and you find the perfect pot to put them in. I really like the pink with the variegated. Here's another cute display. in a little hanging basket. Once it starts trailing down, you can take clippings and propagate and make more. Clippings from little nodes with a leaf you could place in water. Or here you see I have an older pot that's kind of just grown a little crazy. It needs watering. And I could just wrap this all up in the top of the soil. It actually probably needs to be repotted or some fresh soil on top. And some people pin them down in the soil where you see little nodes where the leaves are. And they will produce new stems. Also, if you tape clippings, they do say it'll produce more stems, like 2 out of 1. I haven't done a whole lot of propagating to find that out, but I have enough plants now. Like and subscribe and stay tuned to see the growth on these. Okay, joke time. Why couldn't the string of hearts plant find a date for Valentine's Day? Because it was too busy chasing after the one that got away. Ha. Under the soil, or at the top, you'll find these tubers. They store the water and nutrients that let the plant go through droughts or longer periods of time and not needing watering. So it could be easy to overwater and then kill your plant. That's why the safest way is to check the leaves. Great news, it's non-toxic to humans and pets, but I think it could still upset the stomach if ingested, so I wouldn't do that. For pest control, I use systemic in the soil, and if I suspect any pest, use alcohol and water diluted misting spray to try to keep that under control. Why did the string of hearts break up with the cactus? Because it couldn't handle all the pricks. Enough jokes for today. Watch the other series on What Is It Wednesday and learn about many more plants.